Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the astrological reading for April 2016 for the sign of Aquarius. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. So the new moon is going to happen on the 7th of April 2016 at 18 degrees of Aries, and then the full moon happens on the 22nd of April at 2 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Aquarius, the new moon is going to happen on your third house, and it's going to be conjunct the transiting Uranus, which is the planet of surprises. This new moon is going to be squaring Pluto, the transiting Pluto in Capricorn, in your 12th house. So this could be read in many different ways. Maybe you get like a communication, a message of some kind, which is going to be quite unexpected and even quite disturbing, and this message has the potential to change your whole life. This message might reveal some sort of secret, something that was being done in the dark, and then around the 7th of April something is revealed, and this message might be connected with your job, your career, your profession, and also the company. If you work for a company, the company you work for, or if it's not a company, it has to do with a big major association that is connected to you. So if it's a company, so this message could be something like, I'm going to give an extreme example. Imagine that your company was sold and no one knew about it, and around the 7th of April there's a communication saying, okay, there's new owners and things are going to change now, and from now the instead of working, I don't know, 40 hours a week, everyone is going to work like 22 hours a week. Or it could be like the other way around, you know. It's something, this message affects your career, your profession, and the company you work for. If it's not a company, it's like an association to which you belong to. And it's something more or less kept in the dark, that was kept in the dark. If it's not that, it's something connected with a sibling. Maybe a sibling tells you there's a big transformation in his or her life. Imagine that he tells you, look, I'm again, extreme example. I had like a substantial, a drug problem, so I'm gonna check myself into rehab, and I thought I needed to tell you, and this comes like completely out of the blue for you, and you had no idea, you did not expect it. A more positive way of reading this would be that he or she tells you, I'm going to be like a missionary in I don't know, Congo or whatever for a year. And what, a missionary? Yeah, I'm gonna leave my lawyer job and I'm gonna be a missionary of some kind. Oh, I'm gonna do volunteer work in Amazon for a year. You know, it's something really out of the blue connected with a sibling. If it's not a sibling, it could be a neighbor. Suddenly a neighbor leaves, or neighbors come and live into your neighborhood, or a secret about a neighbor might come to light. Like you wake up and your really nice neighbor, like that guy who's always nice, maybe not nice, but, and you know, suddenly I thought of something. You know those news where everybody just gets up and kills everyone, and then you ask the neighbors and they always say, oh, he's so nice, it was so nice. I'm not saying that will happen, okay? I'm not. Don't freak out, okay? It could be, again, another extreme example. It could be that you wake up to the FBI or whatever, asking you about a neighbor, asking you questions about a certain neighbor, and that person was always great and fine and fabulous and never gave you any type of trouble, and then the FBI tells you, oh, he's a very famous serial killer. Or he is a Nazi, or used to be a Nazi, or he is a con artist, or he is someone who's been is a terrorist, you know, even that. Something shocking about a neighbor, some sort of secret, okay, and then that neighbor needs to go or has left rather quickly. Another way of reading it is something to do with your car, the way your car, and maybe your car dies, you know, and you need to take it to the mechanic. Something sudden that happens to your car, or you find out that your car, which you just bought, has been stolen, like a few months ago in, I don't know, Germany or something like that, and the authorities come to tell you that, hey, you need to, this isn't your car, I'm sorry, you bought a stolen car, or something like that. Or now I'm recalling, you know, the scandal to do with the emissions from Volkswagen, Volkswagen, when they, you know, many people bought like a car they thought was good for the environment, and then they found out it's not, that sometimes it's even worse, because the company that sold these cars as good lied and cheated. It could be that. It could be some sort of scandal that affects you and your car, and you thought that you had a great car, fantastic car, and then, you know, a scandal comes to light of similar to Volkswagen. So it has many different ways of reading this. Whatever it is, it might disrupt the way you go to work and come back home. There might be a disruption there. And then the full moon is the 22nd of April at 2 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Aquarius, it happens in your 10th house. So it might be a culmination connected with your profession, with your career. You mentioned that there were changes which were communicated to you around the 7th of April. Whatever changes they were communicated, now around the 22nd of April they are implemented. So imagine that, like, the commission scheme changed. Imagine that, and then something to do with your salary is going to change, or not just salary. It could be. Imagine that they said something like, "Oh, we are now moving to another country or to another city, and if you want to keep your job, you need to accompany us." And you have to, you know, if you want to keep whatever change, it was communicated to you around the 7th of April, around the 22nd of April, 2 weeks later, this change is already implemented. And that's it. This is the reading that I have for you, Aquarius, for April 2016. This is a very general reading, okay? I hope you have a great month. If you'd like a private reading, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. That's it. Bye bye.